Guys, it's Janet here at the 4-H office, and today's Fun Friday experiment is going to be a Mentos Geyser with a bottle of soda. And what you need for today's experiment, the great outdoors, because this will get very messy, so we don't want to be anywhere near any buildings or vehicles. You're going to need a couple bottles of soda. At least one of them needs to be a diet soda. In addition to that, you need Mentos, and Mentos candy, you can get this at like the dollar store. Lots of different kinds, so pick one kind or two kinds to experiment with. In addition to our Mentos, we're going to need a launcher or a drop tube. You can actually purchase these, but we made our own using paper. So, what's the science behind our Mentos geysers? Well, nucleation sites. Every surface is not totally smooth. It may feel smooth to you, but what you can't see are the tiny little holes, the tiny little imperfections that are on the surface, whether it be your skin, the Mentos candy, or this bottle of soda. There are tiny little holes where air bubbles, gas bubbles, can attach to. Now, if you take this bottle of soda and you move it around, you can see the bubbles coming to the surface and actually sort of sticking to the bottle itself. The bottle has imperfections. It has nucleation sites. What we're going to do is see what happens when these nucleation sites attach to the gas bubbles. So what kind of gas is in soda? To give soda carbonation or the bubbly taste it has, the manufacturers add carbon dioxide. So today we are going to experiment with carbon dioxide and the nucleation sites on our Mentos. So they look smooth, but if you're to touch them and to look at them under a microscope, you'll see that they do have tiny little imperfections. To get started for our next step, you're actually going to place your soda a ways away from any vehicles or buildings, and take the top off, but not until you're really ready. We don't want to lose much carbonation. We don't want the carbon dioxide to come out of our soda. Tube. We're going to take our Mentos, take them out of the package, put the whole tube in. If you drop one, like I did, it's okay. You're going to put one finger at the bottom of your tube and just drop them in. This is really important. You don't want your Mentos to exit the tube before you're ready. So we're just going to drop all these in, and we'll get started on our next step. We are going to start our experiment. We are going to start with our regular soda first. Remember, keep your end over the bottom of your launcher so that you don't lose your Mentos. You're simply going to walk over to your bottle, off to a side. Don't stand directly over your bottle, because when the geyser come out, it's really going to come out. So we're just going to walk over, place our tube dropper, our Mentos dropper, over the mouth of the bottle and drop our Mentos in. Our regular bottle of soda, not that impressive. We dropped all of our Mentos in. There are about 16 in a tube. Not quite as high. Now, let's experiment and see what happens when we use the diet soda. So for our second experiment, we're going to attempt to use our Mentos dropper and a bottle of diet soda, dropping a whole tube of Mentos in. Now, the diet soda did go a little bit higher on our geyser, not quite as high as the 18 feet they normally go, because my soda isn't quite warm enough. To do this experiment, try it with different temperature sodas, see what happens and why. What's your theory of why this happened? So, why did the diet soda actually go a little bit higher than the regular soda? Sugar content. Sugar is heavy. The corn syrup that's in soda is a little bit heavier and doesn't allow our gases to escape quite as high and quite as far. This was Friday Fun with 4-H. Check us out every Friday on Facebook.